We are moving in less than 2 weeks, and that just blows my mind. Yeah, crazy. Crazy. Like, hello. What? Hello. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Gotta get them ready for that. I can't wait. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time because things are just absolutely crazy right now. And I am so sorry about the audio. No, it's not my microphone, it's just my voice. I've been sick for a week. I haven't even been able to talk. For the first couple of days of this week, I was like trying to communicate to my kids. So at least I have a voice now, so I'm grateful about that. Oh my goodness, things are so busy. We are moving in 12 days, which is just crazy to me, and we have so much to do. I'm freaking out just a little bit. We have maybe half of the house packed at this point, and we still need boxes, and I still need to pack up everything. I've kind of been packing in layers. So the first layer was stuff that I definitely knew we didn't need. Now I'm kind of touching into those things that we've been using, but now we're gonna like resort to paper plates kind of thing. But we're turning our house into a rental. Daniel just listed it 2 days ago. And we got so many calls and a couple applications, which meant we had to immediately go from packing mode to showing mode. And I'm gonna have to show you a few clips here of what it looked like before. I'll show you at least the pictures we listed. The transformation was miraculous to say the least. So we've already had showings yesterday. Thankfully, we got 2 families to come within like an hour of each other, and the house was able to stay clean for that amount of time. I just sat outside with the kids and got bug bites while they looked all around. The first couple, they were just amazing. Just trustworthy family, great credit score, all the stuff that you hope for in a renter. Everything has worked out so well that Daniel and I were just talking about it today. After so many years of just feeling like we are hitting our head against the wall in every possible way, suddenly things are just working like clockwork, which is just kind of almost scary. We're so used to things not turning out for us that now suddenly our very first application is exactly the type of couple that Daniel was hoping for, just an answer to prayer. Thankfully, it is happening so fast because now we're able to go back into packing mode and get everything back out again. Daniel last night was like, wow, it feels so clean. And it looked so clean, but I'm like, it feels so hidden because I know we went and stuffed everything in all the cabinets and piled everything up in the garage to make it look nice. It is a nice house, and it has been our home for 7 years. We brought all of our children here. Daniel's kind of sad to leave it. I can't wait to have such a huge house in Texas. We were not expecting that, and I cannot wait to have room, to have a home school room, to have a room for the girls, a room for the boys. I get a huge bathtub. There are so many fun things. I can't wait to show you a house tour of our new house. It's gonna be just amazing. It still feels like a dream. I don't know if I should believe it yet. Anyway, come here, sweetheart. Hello. Oh my goodness, everything is happening at once. Trying to rent out our house. Both of our cars needed work, and our mechanic is an hour and a half away, so that's like a half-day trip just to get the car up and drive back. Plus being really sick for a week. Daniel's sister is also getting married the Saturday before we move, so like 3 days before we move, and the 3 oldest kids are going to be in her wedding. Thankfully, the girls already had 2 dresses that fit her colors and that she liked, so I didn't have to worry about finding them anything. But Everett's outfit has been a huge challenge. I couldn't find any shorts in the color that she wanted. Finally found 1 pair, and I could not decide if I should order a 4 or a 5. Some of the 4s are just too tight on him, so I went with the 5. Well, they're a little too big, which is, such a bummer. They're just too long, so I'm gonna try to hem them today. Am I a seamstress? No, but we are going to try. I feel like that's about as easy as you can get for a sewing project, so we're going to attempt to do that with his pants today. Also, this dress that I'm wearing, I thrifted, and I like it. I think it's cute. It's brighter than I normally wear, but I kind of like it. But the buttons just keep kind of opening, so I'm gonna try to sew those seams together, and then the buttons won't work anymore, but I don't really need buttons anymore. He's completely on formula now. For Everett's wedding outfit, she wanted an ivory shirt. And the only one I could find on Amazon was just like a cheap looking dress shirt. And I thought, he's never gonna wear that again. So I found this really cute white linen shirt and Once Upon a Child for I think $5, which was a lot cheaper. So I'm gonna actually try to dye that ivory, which will be kind of a fun project today. I hope it works. Otherwise, it's gonna be what he wears. Also, I'm gonna show you, Cincinnati has the hidden gem. This is one of the things that I am going to miss about Cincinnati. It is an online auction place where you can buy store returns, usually Amazon returns, or overstock. I bid, I win something, I go to the warehouse, pick it up, and then I will flip it. And I have made us some money with that. And it's been just such a fun little hustle for me. And then I also have bought so many things that we need. For example, look at this beautiful print that I just got. It's not perfect. There are a couple little dings on the side, but I don't care. It's normally like over $100 on Amazon. And I love it. It's a Monet print. And I thought for like $1.50, sure, I'll take that. I have been able to flip so many things. Just this week, I got a gold coffee table for, I think it was $22, and I sold it the next day for $150. So things like that all the time. I have tried to make us a few hundred extra dollars right before we leave. I've also been thinking, yikes, I'm gonna try to hurry up and buy the things that I know we're gonna need for our new house here where I can find the best deals. So I found some really cute pieces of furniture. I found even just things like contact paper to put down in the drawers there for 30 cents. I mean, wherever I can save 10 bucks, hey, that's 10 bucks. We're gonna need that once we get there and have no reliable income. So I'm gonna show you some clips of some furniture building we've done and just things that I have bought there at the auction.
Y'all, this is future Lindsay over here editing, and I realized this video is just too long, so I had to split it in half. Please be sure to come back for part 2, and that's where I'm going to show you all the fun things I got from the auction.
And I hope that you enjoy watching along as we prepare for this big ol' move down to Austin, Texas.
Daniel and I both got really sick, but that doesn't mean you can stop. So I just had to plow through and try to get as much done as I could, no matter how I felt. The kids were also good helpers during the day as well. They enjoyed helping me on different projects, packing up things. I sometimes gave them their own box and told them a category of toys or books to pack, and they really enjoyed being a part that way. And actually, it was helpful.
Okay, I'm gonna try to show you what I mean when we were piling up everything. So, step on out to my garage. Look at this. Oh my goodness, it is a mess out here. I mean, what can you expect, right, when you're moving? But I need to sew today, and one of the projects I need to fix is Gabrielle's little pink apron, which is over there behind the booster seat, in between the booster and that box of pull-ups. If you see a little bright pink thing, that's it. And I am not quite sure how I'm going to get across to get it. There's no way over there. So I don't know how I'm going to do it. Let's see if we can go get it, Theo. Try to squeeze you.
Okay, and now it's time for this fun dyeing project. I was really nervous about making it too dark and then the shirt would come out brown instead of ivory. So I thought I will just do a little bit, and if I need to, I can just try it all again. But thankfully, the amount I used turned out to be just fine. So first I boiled water and I added a couple of cups of coffee in there. I dunked the shirt in just for a few seconds. And then you immediately dunk it into a bowl of vinegar just to kind of help set the color. And then you wring it out and let it dry. The color was streaky in just a couple of spots, and honestly, it wasn't noticeable. It turned out just fine in my opinion. Whether the color was ivory or not, I have no idea. It was no longer stark white, and it matched the shirts of the groomsmen, so I felt like we succeeded. And now it's time for all the sewing projects. Because I don't have a designated spot for my crafts in our home, I keep the sewing machine out on the shelf in the garage. And for some reason, that has always just been such a mental hurdle for me. If I ever have a sewing project, I always think, I have to go all the way out 20 steps to the garage and move a few boxes and get the sewing machine. So I just put it off. But now that I had to get Everett's shorts ready, I figured I might as well get all my other sewing done at the same time. I fixed Gabrielle's little apron. It took about 2 minutes after months of her waiting for me to do it. I should have done it a lot sooner. Once it was time to start Everett's shorts, I realized I only had the tiniest bit of brown thread that matched. And that brown thread happened to be on an old bobbin that I had bought a few years ago from a garage sale. So I didn't even have an idea if that thread would be very durable. But it's all I had, and I only had a few yards to work with, so I wanted to make sure I did it right the first time. But I didn't. it got a wrinkle in it right on the front, very noticeable. So I had to rip it all out. Well, in an effort to make the brown thread last, I thought, hey, I'll put black thread in the bobbin because no one is going to see that part. Well, my lucky day, I put the shorts the wrong way and the black thread ended up on top. And of course, it was noticeable and I had to rip it out a second time. Then, the third time I sewed it, there was another wrinkle, I think actually 2. It looked awful and I had to rip it out again. I was running out of thread fast. And the problem was, I couldn't go to the store and buy any because our cars were in the shop. Somehow, just a blessing from God, I finally got it right. And after all of that, the day of the wedding, Daniel helped put his suspenders on, and I didn't look at them too closely until it was wedding time. But the suspenders were too tight and they were pulling his shorts up, so his shorts ended up a little bit too short. So I guess I didn't even have to hem them after all, but he still looked absolutely adorable and I don't think anyone else noticed the length of his shorts.
Okay, well, thank you so much for watching along, and I hope that you will stick around and join me for the next video. Bye. What are you doing?
When we ain't got a thing, we've got us. We've got us.